Oh, hi. Hi, everybody. 1 second. Uh, I had to get a sip of my coffee because I wanted to work on some art with everybody this morning. After talking about it so much, I figured we might as well give it a shot. There's nothing more interesting to me than art early in the morning because it comes out of your head in ways that maybe like mucus does. Because mucus is there to protect, but in abundance, it can really do some harmful things, just like creativity. And that's why, if ever I am having a creative fit, or if I'm being a little bit too creative for people's likings, that's why I jump to Art Guard. Art Guard kills creativity dead. It's backwards, but you can look at it into a mirror. And if I'm feeling extra creative, I need Art Guard X. Kills creativity extra dead. With these two combined, you can take on the power of creativity head on, and you can go to the office with your head up. Oh, God, I, oh, that wasn't supposed to happen. Are you okay? No. You're not? No. What's wrong with you? I don't know. Shoot. Oh, no. It's all coming to a head, folks. Hold on. And then I was going to draw on this thing for a minute. Oh, gosh. Oh. This, this one. There's a light. That way we can all hang out. And we can be friends. Oh gosh. How come that doesn't look so good? Nothing ever does look good anyways. At all. Oh gosh. And now just to make it focus. You see, I drew something up there. It looks like a little fly. It looks like a little Marty. A little Marty McFly. Why is that shadow thing happening? I don't understand. Oh gosh. I just thought about drawing something on a piece of paper. Something that everyone could relate to. The paper, not the drawing. Because I haven't drawn the drawing yet. But I was thinking about it. Does anybody have any questions? How is it that art makes you all so fancy? Fancy free. Those were the days. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna put this finger above it. And this finger above it. That way whatever I'm drawing is gonna get interlaced in there. See? That's how it's done. Maybe that's an eyelid, or maybe it's a bottom lip. We don't know yet, do we? Art is quite remarkable in that way. Hello, Nabuk King. Hello, Nabuk King. Right, howdy, hi, right back at you. That's how we do in this neck of the woods. There, now we've got some fingers. We've got something to play with, right? Now all you gotta do is go around like this and add a little shadow. Oh, golly, gosh darn dang. Sometimes the words get all jumbled. I know you understand. I'm not. The people that watch me are not idiots. I would never talk down to you. Unless you want me to. Unless you pay for it. It's gonna cost you extra. But that's a different channel altogether. There, now we're making a mess of this. Now we're making a mess of it. We can even do that. He's wearing some kind of little outfit. Maybe even there's some kind of bracelet around his hand. Who cares, right? And then let's do this. Just these odd little fingers. These odd little fingertips. And there, and there. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Does anybody have any money I could borrow? Just like, I don't know, a couple bucks. I need to get some Cheetos for my lunch. I ate them last night in a fit of hunger. I just need some Cheetos. Flaming hot. If you've got. If not, no big whoop. I was just looking for a bone. Throw me a bone. There's some kind of little face in there. Do you see it? We've all got a little face in us. Most of us. I said bottom lip and I meant it. I meant it. I meant it. Let's do this. Bring that eye out a little more. Does anybody have any fart jokes? No? Okay. I was just curious. We're gonna find out together. think this pen is running out of ink. But that's okay. Well, that's a little better. I live for these moments. Absolutely love them. Sometimes you just gotta stir things up in order to see what happens next. Most of the time the journey is very boring, very lonely. It's not what people would expect. But if you don't give up, if you just keep digging, well, soon you'll get used to the disappointment. And then you can turn that disappointment into sheer, unadulterated passion. Passion for what? I don't know just quite yet. I guess it differs with each kind of human being, each kind of human brain. It differs, but not so much that artists like me and you can't get together every once in a while and shoot the crap and say, hey, why not? And you get an answer, why not? Right? Why not? About 3 times in the mirror. And then the art guards show up and they start massacring all the newbies and all the normies. But we're left clean, unharmed, absolutely safe because we're artists. I mean, that's just how it is. That's why I always recommend to my my sterile art friends, the non-creators out there, maybe to latch on to an artist and just in case the shit goes down, because when it does, you're gonna want one of us by your side, mate. We're a freaky bunch for a reason, and it is the season for the reason. That's right. Mm-hmm. Yeah. We'll walk you through the fire. Yeah, that's right. Medieval illumination. It's exactly what it is, mate. That's when I used to live, actually. And that's when this kind of art was important, when it made sense, when people like you came out from nowhere and told it like it was. And I would follow you to the ends of the earth and back, my king. Wait, who is this? Oh, Rowan. I thought that said Ronan. I once had a king. I followed him to the ends of the earth. His name was Ronan. Ooh, I thought this was. I got on guard there just for a moment. Sorry, sorry if that was a little bit awkward. Rowan. Staghorn. Rowan Staghorn. Is this the same Rowan Staghorn from the 1712 wars? The peasant wars of 1712 France? Medieval? No? The medieval remnants of a long-forgotten 1712 war that the newspapers wouldn't dare write about today. The Peasant War. It lasted from 1 to 1712. It was a very long war. Is this the same Staghorn? Because if it is, I owe you $10 because you said that they were going to win, and they did. I bet $10 against you. I shouldn't have done that. And it's built up quite an interest. That'd be about $12 today. Was it 20? No, is it 30? 33. I was looking at the calculator upside down, but Staghorn, you got that money whenever you want it. I'm just going to put it right into your name. The crypto version. And we'll let the gods sort them out. How about that? How about them apples? How about them crisp, beautiful, shiny apples? Does anybody want some tea? Has anybody got some tea that we could brew, that we can all get together? Maybe in Gibraltar. We can all just take a ship to Gibraltar. We can just have tea on the rocks. Or the rock. Whatever you want. I'm here for you. I was here for you then, and I was there for you now. Well, you were very brave then, and you're very brave now. I appreciate the company. I promised I wasn't going to ugly cry, but it's impossible when you're me, and you cry a lot. You ugly cry a lot. That's why I'd never show my face, if I can help it. It makes me want to gag and puke. And then I start ugly crying because I don't like even thinking of... I don't even like thinking about puking. Here I go again. Don't listen to me, friends. Just do as I do, not as I do, and not as I... Wait. Say as I do and not... Don't do anything I say or do. Please. For the love of God, don't do it. Please. Thank you. I'm glad we had that talk. Now, Staghorn, if you're still listening, just remember, the power was within you all along. You have the power. You ever watch He-Man? I watched He-Man as a kid. And yesterday. Your mind is beautiful. Sometimes my mind plays tricks on me. There's a Ghetto Boys song that you should not Google. My mind is playing tricks on me. It doesn't take much to shut it all down, though, Rowan, as we all know. Oh, golly gosh darn dang. I nearly made a flub in front of my new friends, and that would have been quite embarrassing. Quite embarrassing. What is going on down here? I need to fix that chin, and I need to do something with that. But I'll wait. Instead, I'll introduce a collarbone and maybe a neck. That way I can do the back of the head, and I can fix this goddamn hair. So embarrassing. You wonder if that is actually reality seeping. Mine too. Mine, me nay. I'm reading words different these days, Rowan. You've got to bear with me. Me nay, toi, but sometimes I wonder if that is actually reality seeping through. Okay. I absolutely. It helps me remember the words and really think about the words if I say things like that. I usually don't do it out loud. I was doing that on purpose so you all would understand where I'm coming from. And hoping that you might take some notes. Because I'm not good at taking notes. Never was. Never wanted to be. I'm not a note taker. I'm a note giver. Okay? I give notes. I dictate. It don't matter. It don't matter. No. But sure it does. If somebody dictates it, writes it down from the dictation. Okay, this is getting out of control. That is really weird that the light is doing that all of a sudden. I don't know why it's doing that. Oh, that's better. Oh. I'm gonna try something. I've got friends all over this world. I got friends everywhere. I've got friends, I've got devils on my shoulder that I call friends. Friends everywhere, friends here. They give money, they send charms. Gold and diamonds are a man's best friend, especially when you're someone like me. I like my bling, I like my bling like I love you. Early in the morning making bread. Bling, 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 won't you wear my ring? This bling is getting to my head. That's all. That was the bling song. Bling, bling. Bling, bling. Okay, let's get busy. There we go. You just gotta get in there and dig out those little parts, those little nipples. I'm not sure. Perfect. Savage. What video are you talking about? I haven't done any videos. What? I was hoping you would show up because I was thinking about you because there's this new Johnny Depp, like, oh my gosh, what's the perfume called? Or it's like a cologne or something like that. And Johnny Depp is promoting this, and it's called Sauvage. It's called Sauvage. Or it's like it's spelt the way that I say your name, if that makes sense. But it's funny. And nothing against Johnny Depp, but it looks like they like photoshopped the hell out of him, or that it's like an AI version of him. But I think it's Dior or something. I just saw it this morning. It just made me cry. Oops, sorry, earthquakes, everybody. The earthquakes are back. Hey, earthquakes, can you turn it down? Can you stop shaking the house, please? Oh yeah, sorry about that, man. Yeah, we'll stop. Thank you, earthquakes. They're really cool around here. It's California. You was. Are you on Instagrams? You should find me on Instagram. Find me on Insta. I'm barely on there, but I go on sometimes. I get stuck watching stories on there sometimes, and it's like no wonder people are so angry and bitter these days. I'm angry and bitter for all the different reasons, but people, no wonder people just see enemies like every step they make, around every corner and whatnot. Because that's all it does is just feed you like all this little stories. It's not. Sometimes I guess it does that on YouTube, obviously, but it's really noticeable on there. Like it thinks that it knows my politics, and it just like shoves all this nonsense in my face. It's easy to see why people get stuck in like these like echo chambers and these bubbles that just all they do, they're just set up there that just make you feel good about yourself instead of like actually getting to the root of all these issues and breaking them down. Because once you start identifying the root causes of things around you in your life and in the for the greater good and all that kind of stuff, you start realizing it's all hogwash, and you've been lied to, and it's not easy to confront that and to make sense of it at first. A lot of people, when confronted with reality, actual reality, they lash out in a big way. And it's just like the story of humanity in a nutshell right there. Once we're complacent, oh, it's focusing, good. But it's focusing on my hand. Once we're complacent, it's harder for us to even bother to complain about stuff because we don't want to rock the boat, let alone we don't have the courage to stick up for the people that are suffering around us or stand up to the things that are really hurting all of us instead of the things that are just keeping us divided. I for one think humans are better than that, and I think it would not take long if we all actually tried to do something different in a more positive light. And I'm one of them because I'm a negative Ned over here most of the time. I can't help but see bad in people all the time, and maybe that's pure projection right there because I'm as evil as they come. I'm a human being. We're evil. It's just in us. We come from a long line of evilities. Like, what do you call it? Like, like survival of the fittest kind of stuff. A lot of our ancestors had to do horrible things in order just to survive. And that's in us now. It's in our DNA. It's in our blood. But we can still we can break the cycles survival is also being smart and intelligent, and compassion is looking out for your neighbors and looking at the big picture instead of being told to live within these invisible lines that they set in front of us, but they don't even follow. They, of course, being the reptilians or the reptinoids, whatever you want to call them. They've been here all along, friends. Buy my new book. It talks all about it. It's called Reptinoids and Me, Part 3. It's the third book. We all live in a volcano named Earl in South Hawaii. I've never been to Hawaii, but I've heard it's nice, and that's where I live. Okay. Now we can move on. Civilization. I know. It's weird. I couldn't sleep at all last night. I was tall. I know. I had very, very, very vivid dreams. And I kept waking up thinking I was still in them and stuff. It was wild. Let's see if I can bring this up like that. That's a little better. Guten Tag. Hello, Liberty. I went to the ocean yesterday, as one does when they're broke and can't afford the gas. But I just needed to clear my head, and I don't know if it helped or not, but it never hurts. But I took a big stick, and I drew these massive drawings in the sand. And I remembered how fun that used to be, because then people up on the cliffs above can see these huge drawings that I did. I got a picture when I went up on the cliff, but they're not that impressive. Some more sleep later, but my husband has so many issues with drugs and that was certainly an interesting caveat to that. Well, that sucks. I'm sorry about that. Unfortunately, drugs, because, I mean, just in a nutshell, there's such a taboo thing around them that it's, no matter when drugs are involved, there's always a certain amount of lying. But then people will definitely take it to the extreme. Tries to mint all the canned beans and Good morning, everybody. Did you all see my new video? I just did that this morning. I'm still wearing the hair because I like. This is one of my favorite hairs, and it's brought to you by Art Guard. Art Guard kills creativity dead. That's right. We're all gonna die. Bullshit. But not before we can finish this doodle. Oh gosh. One second, friends. I've got to go use the little elves room. Hold down the fort for me. I can't believe I have to go. I have this bladder of a 2-year-old. All right. All right. You guys are making me flat. You guys are making me flatter face over here. Flatterpuss. Wait. But I can't read what you're saying there. Oh my gosh, you're flatter. You see my flatterpuss face? I know that doesn't make no sense. Life don't make no sense. Nothing makes sense. Except nonsense. It's absurd, but it doesn't have to be scary. It's scary, but it doesn't have to be absurd. Oh my gosh. Listen. Sorry. Sorry, friends. I thought I saw a roach. I thought I saw a roach. Dang near killed him. What's the question? Platypus now. Platypus. Platypus. Okay. Where were we? I think it is P. But PH. I love that. The platypus. He lives in the hollow earth, just right next to the flat earth. The earth is hollow. It's just that from a distance it looks flat because it's only about 2 foot hollow. That's why people. It's like the biggest conspiracy ever. Why do you guys think? First of all, why do you think we haven't been back to Mars? Why do you think humans have not stepped foot on Mars since 1973? And how come there's no chocolate milk in my belly right now? It's all a big conspiracy. Up here on the moon, I gotta watch out what I say because the walls have ears, if you know what I mean. Well, there's a speaker, and there's a microphone. There's microphones hidden all over the place, and they can definitely. You guys can hear me, right? Oh yeah, we hear every word, Storie. Yep, that's what I thought. Terry's always on it. He's on something. Freak. I'm listening. Oh shit. Sorry. I wish I had somebody to paint my nails. Now it's like it's extra hard for me to meet people. Because there's not many girls that want to date somebody who wears a dress and skirt all the time. And guys are just the same. It's probably as personal as I'll ever get about that. But it's been a year since my life got 1,000 times harder. Since I made my life 1,000 times harder. What is that? What are you talking about? Oh, so I don't get that. I don't get the reference. You got me. You stumped me. Yeah, what movie? Oh, is it the Wait, what? Sounds like more like a documentary to me. Bald Runner. Hello, my name's Runner. Bald Runner. Sir, we've been expecting you. I know you have. With a name like Bald, you would. I mean, I'm to be expected. What kind of nonsense are you talking about, son? Sorry, sir. I just thought. Well, you thought wrong, son. My name's Bald. My last name's Runner. Let's go. Where are we going? Let's show me the body. And don't call me Baldy. Never, sir. I would never. I've been getting a lot of I don't know why it's growing so much, but my channel has been growing quite a bit. and my hours, I'm getting closer to having my watch hours, which means hopefully eventually I could have people become members or that kind of stuff, and I don't even know. I don't even know if I can. I've talked so much about like weird stuff on my channel. If somebody were to review it and be like, because I think you have to apply to get your channel monetized, and they would probably check my stuff out and they'd be like, no, we're not gonna partner with you. You're absolutely strange, and I cuss a lot and stuff too. But or they might, I don't know how that works. I'm afraid to look into it. That's the kind of person I am. I'm afraid to look into things because I'm afraid to know the answers. So I've just slowly been working towards my 4,000 hours of watch time. But lately they've been going a lot more. They've been getting a lot bigger. Faster, I should say. Like, so it's encouraging. It makes me wanna, because when I come out here, it's not like I'm like this all the time. So after when I come out here and I draw for an hour, or I just talk like this for an hour, it really freaking drains me. And I get really depressed afterwards because I don't know what to do with myself. Because, like I've said before, the whole reason I started this, I started my channel, I started beefing it up around a year and like a few months ago. And I started doing this kind of stuff more and more and more. And initially it was because in Portland I got my shoulders all messed up and I couldn't work at the warehouse anymore. And so I just started making videos at home thinking, okay, I'll just start, maybe I could monetize my channel or something. I don't know, work from home kind of thing. plus it's just fun. It was fun just going on and making all these weird art videos and stuff. And then obviously it became a lot of it was addicting, like going live because of you guys, because the people I meet and the good and the bad and the ugly. It's a whole new way of introducing art and talking about art, or even people are just talking about their lives or something, but I'm still sitting here drawing, so there's still this conversation in the background happening where, you know, there's a symbiotic relationship between all of us, whether we like it or not, and we affect each other. And I need to learn how to deal with how I perceive the world around me and to not let it affect me because it makes me weak, because it makes me an emotional person, and I have a hard time dealing with what people around us consider reality. I have a really hard time with it. But I wish I didn't feel so much about it, Like most of the time it's fear. But then fear turns into anger. And I don't like anger. It makes me weak. So, one of those things I always say that I need to do, that I just don't ever do, is just meditate, whatever that means to everybody, You need time just to sit there and just try to tune out. And it's really hard for me to tune out because if I'm not drawing or thinking about drawing or making art or making the next video, whatever it is, if I'm not doing that, I feel like I'm a waste. I feel like I'm wasting my time. I have to force myself just to leave the house, just to do things, to get away from it. You can't draw if you're driving, I mean, I've done it, but you get it. But it's also a chance for me just to come somewhere and just like let off steam, be a dork, and test my ad-libbing and improv skills. Skills. Hashtag skills. Sushi. Yes. Yeah, you gotta stick with your plans. The other day, I told myself I was gonna go to Target, And on the way there, I was just like, oh, I know I'm not gonna go. I know I'm gonna get there, and I'm gonna see all the cars. I'm gonna see all the people. I might even park, because I do this all the time. I'll get somewhere, and I'll just sit in the car, and then the store's right there, and I just can't go in. I just sit in the car, and then I just start it up again and leave because I can't go in, because I have such crazy anxiety, and but then other times I just march in like it's my freaking store. It's like the weirdest thing how your mind does that. And I allow other people to ruin my day, and that's just not, it's not a good way to live, you know. We all deserve peace and a little bit of happiness. And we deserve to be around people that are experiencing that as well. I don't like living in a society that just thrives upon other people's suffering. There's this whole thing where people just would rather film than help, and rather get angry and hate than maybe open their heart a little bit. Just a little bit. Because that's what happens too. People are always afraid that if they open their heart just a little bit, it's going to open the floodgates. And that's not a bad thing either. Once you start thinking outside the box, thinking outside your box, you know. Everybody's got one. We're all going to have one someday too. And this life is very, very, very short. You got to carve out your happiness. And make sure that you're sticking up for those that don't have it and encouraging them to seek their happiness too. Their bliss. It's a terrifying, terrifying world, but it's also just the most beautiful thing. Preaching to the choir, I know. It's easy to say too, but not, you know. I'm still gonna go for a drive later or tomorrow or something like that and have some kind of road rage incident. Go and be your best selves, everybody. But if somebody cuts you off in the McDonald's drive-thru, you pull out a Glock and you shoot their tires out. Just kidding, YouTube. I don't own a gun. I'm just here for the jokes. Oh, I'm sorry, Ron. And yes, it is real. Look at that little guy. Is this? There we go. And now I'll flip it back this way and see what we got. That's another way you can, if you get stuck, if you're doodling, and if you get stuck, you can just turn the page until it, and draw something else in another direction. And that way, it just gives it a whole new edge, a whole new quality edge. I am drawing from the future. From 2 weeks in the future. That's where me and this music come from. Just making sure everybody knows that. Full disclosure. Full disclosure. I'm from the future. Alright. Coolio. This is the song that this guy wrote. Sleepy Seahorse. And it sounds just like one of my songs. It's like he heard my song and like tried to like cover it or something. And we'd never heard each other's songs before. It's like the weirdest thing. It's pretty cool. And we lived in the same town. We were like half a mile away from each other. And it was like, I think they were done around the same time too. It's weird. His is way better. Mine was very epic. I could play mine after this actually, maybe. Hi, Michael. Michael Shaw. Did you ever get those biscuits that I sent you in the mail, Michael? I never got a thank you note. Link is in the description, everybody, if you want to see the... I mean, I have the proof is in the pudding, Michael. Link is in the description, Michael. You better go look. Otherwise, if this isn't the same Michael that I was talking about, maybe. Good morning to you too, and hello to you and yours. That was the biscuits. It was sent back in 1987. Still waiting on a reply. The post office master man, he said that you've got it, and he saw you eating the cookies and the biscuits and all that through the window. But you know, I never got anything in the mail. Oddly that. Oddly that one. Now I'm not trying to be a jerk, Michael. But it was 1987, so, I mean... Did you get the biscuits or not, Michael? Come on! You're killing me here, man. Yes. They were good. Oh, you're here. You're behind me. Hey, Michael, how's it going? I'm good. What are you drawing? Oh, I thought I locked the door. Nope. Oh, God, you're over here now. Wait, hey, where'd you go? Whoa. Michael? Huh. Strange. I don't mess around here. Hey, Terry? Excuse me. Hey, Terry? Yeah, sorry. Yeah, what's up? Hey, can you fetch my Glock and my nunchucks, please? Yeah, are they next to your, right next to your brass knuckles? On the couch? Yeah, Terry, you know where they are. You don't have to say it like that. You don't have to say it like that. I was just wondering. I mean, brass knuckles are illegal. Yeah, I know, but this is the moon. I know. So the Earth laws don't really apply. Just get them all. Get everything. Okay, we'll get this right away. Thanks. Terry's my producer. He's the best. After you guys, anyways. You guys are the best, and then he's like the best. So after you. This music is making me hungry. It's making my stomach corrupt. Burke! It was Burke! Then this little thing's got a little bit more there. There we go. Okay. Let's make sure we finish the hand. Oh! Let's make sure we finish the hand. Let's draw a little fingernail. Look at those little fingernails. You gotta think about the hand as you're drawing it. Don't be afraid to get in there and give it the gimmies. This one's got big nails right there. And then this one's hiding there. It's perfect. Absolutely lovely. Boom. Boom, bada boom. Big bada boom. Who knew? Who would have thought? This is very disgusting. Very disgusting. Oh gosh. You can hear the birds. They thought so too. Look at that little face. Look at that little guy. Perfect. I've got to watch the Mighty Boosh. This song is tripping. How big? Is that what you asked? Did you just ask how bloody big? Did you hear that? Did you see what he wrote? How big? What? I don't understand what he means. What? Oh, 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 oh! I'm not sure exactly. I'm not sure. Is that a good? Yeah. Okay, yeah. I'm not exactly sure just yet. I have to consult with the gods, which means I have to climb to the tower and speak with the oracle. Might take a few days, but I'll get back to you for sure. No problem, for sure. Okay. Any more questions? Mm-hmm. It's a long, hard road out of hell. And it is my destiny. I alone shall carry this weight. I can get back to you probably in a few days on that. I don't know. You have cookies? Cookies! Made from that sweet, sweet helium-3. You know that it only takes them 3 seconds to bake. You throw a handful of helium-3 in there with some chocolate chips, 3 seconds later, you pop them out, and they are the most scrumptious little moon cookies you could ever ask for. And they will last you the rest of your life. Just one cookie. The texture is amazing. Texture? That does not sound right, but I'm pretty sure it's correct. Texture. The texture is amazing. The texture. Texture. Take care, Rowan. Chew some bubblegum and kick some ass for me today. Take some names. Metaphorically. That was a good song. That, of course, was my friend Sleepy Seahorse, though. That was not me. That's one of his more interesting albums. Yes. Yes! There, a little filling in of the background there. Alright. Alright, everybody, I gotta go. I appreciate the company. And I love ya. And of course, this episode is brought to you by ArtGuard. ArtGuard. Kills creativity dead. Alright. You take care too, Sedamine. All of ya. You be good. You be good. Have a wonderful day.